And before we get into today's very important lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. You know, my channel will not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, I want to get on down to today's very important lecture. And I've been wanting to lecture on this for a while now. The focus of this lecture is going to be hard work and other streams of income. You know, hard work and the hard work behind any other stream of income that you may have. And although I fully retired September the 6th, 2023 from state government, you know, throughout my working adult life, I have always had other streams of income other than my primary job. You know, I get a retirement check every month since I retired September 6, 2023. But that don't stop me from continuously generating and cultivating to receive other streams of income. You know, you gotta have multiple streams of income. But the focus of this lecture is I'm going to put emphasis on the hard work behind other streams of income, because no income stream is truly passive. You know, passive income is meaning you ain't putting forth no effort at all to generate that income. And this is just me talking. There is no income that is truly 100% passive. There are a few forms of passive income, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit later on about that. Income can either be passive or active, or a mixture of passive and active. But it's very little income stream that is truly passive. Because with active income, that means the individual or the person is putting forth effort for that income to be generated. You know, rather it's doing work on the computer, rather it's meeting with clients or customers in person over the phone, rather it's or having meetings or researching or documenting. You are doing something actively, physically, to generate that income. That's what active income is. In passive income, truly 100% passive income, you are doing nothing to make that money. You ain't going to no meetings, you ain't doing nothing online, you ain't doing no research, you ain't selling anything, you ain't fixing anything, you are doing nothing, and money is magically appearing in your account. That's truly passive income. And I'm gonna give you some example of a truly passive income that I received after working 20 plus years as a licensed clinical, 23 plus years as a licensed clinical addiction expert, and retired from state government. Now, my retirement check I've been getting for almost a full year from the state of North Carolina that hit my bank account on the 15th of every month for the rest of my life. That retirement pension is passive income. At one point when I was in the workforce, my income was active from state government. So my retirement check that comes in my bank account the 15th of every month for the rest of my life from the state of North Carolina with medical benefits, that would be an example of passive income, because I'm not doing anything for that money to hit my account. I don't already paid my dues. I'm not going to work. I'm not going into the office. I'm not meeting nobody. I do nothing now to collect that retirement check. So that would be an example of passive income that I'm going to get from that stream of income for the rest of my life. Or I don't have to even think about it. You know, when the 15th come, I check my account, my retirement income, hit my bank account, and I turn around and reinvest that money, and I wait till the next month before the state of North Carolina deposit my next retirement check. So I'm not doing anything now to receive that money other than being the recipient of that money. Another good example that could be classified as passive income is I do a lot of investing into other financial portfolios to increase my financial portfolio. So when I get dividends, when I get dividends off my investments, I reinvest my dividends. So my dividend income from my financial portfolio from my other investments on a monthly basis will qualify as passive income because I'm doing nothing to earn those dividends. I don't cash out that dividend income. I reinvest that dividend income. So that will be another example of passive income. Those dividends hit me every month, no matter what is hitting in my financial portfolio account. I can track it. That money can hit at any time throughout the month, and I'm doing nothing to receive those dividends income other than I have it automatically where it reinvests into my financial portfolio. So that would be an example of truly passive income. An example of active income is if you are working a W-2 job, rather it's a side hustle, it's a W-2 job, it's a 1099 job, you are doing something to make that money. You are performing the essential functions of that job, rather it's a 1099 or W-2 income. So that would be an example of active income, because if you don't show up and do the work and perform the essential functions of the job, rather the 1099 or W-2, you will not get paid. So, that would be an example of active income. Whatever any kind of side hustle you may have, rather it's fixing cars or doing computer work or online work. Yeah, online work is active. It ain't no such thing as passive online work, because you got to get online and you got to do something online to generate that money in bottom line. So various types of side hustles will qualify as active income. Being a content creator. Being a content creator, if your channel is monetized, my channel, January 2025, I made 2 years, my channel as a content creator is monetized, which is a stream of income. Being a monetized content creator for your YouTube channel, that is not passive income. Because if you want to continue to get monthly checks from YouTube, you got to publish content. You got to block out time and publish content to continue making money from your ad revenues. Because if you start publishing content, you're going to begin to see a decrease in your YouTube check every month from YouTube. So you got to continuously publish content to generate money from ad revenue, to generate money from super chats, to get brand deals. You got to continuously publish content. You got to maintain your monetization. In terms of meeting those criterias and sustaining the criterias that ties into your subscribers, your watch hours, all of that. In order to maintain your subscribers and watch hours, you got to publish content. Meaning, just like I'm publishing content right now as a content creator, getting a check every month from YouTube, I am doing something. I am lecturing. I am presenting information. I had to prepare behind the scene before getting in front of this camera. I had to prepare my information. So I am doing something as a content creator. So this is active income versus passive income. So, to each his own. When you got these various people on social media talking about how they're making all this money with little work, and they're making all this money in their sleep online. They're telling a lie when they're talking about that's 100% passive income. But what they're not talking about is the footwork that they're doing behind the scene to make this money on social media, or to make this money online. The research that they are doing behind the scene, the work that they're doing behind the scene to make this money online. See, they ain't talking about that. Because it ain't a whole lot of money out there where you just gonna make in your sleep. No, you got to produce, you got to publish content, you got to do research behind the scene, and you got to produce this work in order to make this money. I don't care if it's drop shipping or selling on Amazon or being a content creator. You got to produce or you will not make the money. So all of those examples would be an example of active income. Rather, you're a content creator, drop shipping, selling on Amazon, a content creator for TikTok, Facebook, all of them. You are doing something to make that money. Because if you stop publishing and doing what you're doing to make the money, your income will drop to the point it's gone. Another example I want to give that is a mixture of active and passive income. If the viewer is aware, my book title, Awake Financial Freedom, went through 2 world-renowned publishing companies, Page Publishing Company, published the soft copy version of my book, the ebook version of my book, the Kindle version of my book. That book hit all major bookstores, pushing 3 years now. And so my quarterly checks I get from Page Publishing Company in relation to the sales of my book, that's a combination of passive and active income, because that publishing company is still marketing my book. Marie Holiday, I'm marketing my book, I'm promoting my book. I'll do YouTube paid advertising to promote my book. So I'm constantly doing things to continue to push the sales of my book, to generate ongoing streams of income. So that's a mixture of passive and active income in relation to the quarterly checks I get from Page Publishing Company in reference to Awake Financial Freedom. And what make that active income is the ongoing marketing that I do on an ongoing basis to market my book, the money I spend on advertising to push the sales of my book. So I'm doing something. I'm marketing my book. I'm paying money for advertising behind my book on an ongoing basis. So that's a mixture of passive and active income that I get in relation to the sales of my book from Page Publishing Company. And the audio version of my book went through another publishing company, Audiobook Network. They did the audio version of my book that became available October of 2023. So I get a royalty, I get a sales, I get a quarterly checks from 2 publishing companies, Audiobook Network and Page Publishing Company. And that's a mixture of active and passive income, because I'm still doing my own marketing on my book, Awake Financial Freedom. I spend money on advertising for my book on an ongoing basis for Awake Financial Freedom. The publishing company still got their hands on that book in terms of marketing and driving sales, overseeing the sales of my book via the barcode, and sending me my quarterly checks every quarter from both of those publishing companies. So that's a mixture of active and passive income. But make no mistake, there was a lot of footwork behind the scene. Our hands are still on this book. That's the work behind in relation to the ongoing sales of my book, in order to keep getting quarterly checks and to see those quarterly checks rise, because the work that's been done behind it on an ongoing basis. Another example of active income that I receive from another source of income is my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center. I've always had my company simultaneously, even when I was in the workforce. You can check out my company website. You go to my YouTube channel. The first link to on my YouTube channel on my about section is my company link. And one of the primary services that I deliver under my company is I go into an executed contract for folks who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan. They pay for those services over the course of 4 paid coaching sessions. I'm currently at full capacity. So that would be an example. The money I generate from my company would be an example of active income, because I have to do something to generate that money. I have to go into an executed contract with paying customers over the course of 4 paid coaching sessions, and at the end of those coaching sessions, they walk away with a business plan in Word document. So I got to do something. I have to coordinate the schedule those appointments with those clients and to deliver the goods if I want to continue to generate money from my company. So again, it takes hard work, ongoing cultivating. You have to nurture, you have to develop, you have to cultivate whatever stream of income that you're making, because I'm here to tell you that many streams of income is going to either be active income, or it's going to either be a mixture of passive and active income. It's very few streams of income that is 100% passive. And I gave some examples of a couple of 100% passive forms of income that I receive on an ongoing basis: my retirement check and reinvesting my dividends. Those 2 examples are 100% passive income. I do nothing to receive that money. I do nothing when to reinvest my dividends, money that I've made, dividend money that I've made off my investment income, in addition to the money that I invest. But those dividends is money that I'm making off of money literally in my sleep. And that's a powerful example of passive income, people. All these other streams of income that I mentioned, I got to do the footwork. I got to develop. I got to cultivate. I got to nurture, hard work behind the scene to keep these other flows of income moving. So when you hear people talking about all this money that they making in literally in their sleep from online, it's a lie. Because if you're making it online, trust me, you are doing something to make that money. You are performing some type of task online to make that money in order to deliver the goods. And I'm here to tell you. So I hope you got something out of this lecture. Share this information. Somebody might need to hear this lecture in regards to the hard work and other streams of income. I'm keeping it real, people. And don't forget to mark your calendar for August the 25th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do a relational lecture on the edited audio version of my book title, Awake Financial Freedom. The audio version, again, was done by a world-renowned publishing company, Audiobook Network. So if you want to find out what the edited audio version narration of my book, what that entails, tune in on August 25th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. That's all I have. Simple Fidelity, and I'm going to leave any care of your own conscience. Have a great day.